Alright guys, so in today's video we're going to be going over the top 5 ways to rotate in Chapter 5 Season 4. These are going to consist of very many different weapons, mobility items, and overall parts of the map that you guys can use to rotate to your best of your ability. Be sure to stick around to the end of the video. Let's get right into it. Alright guys, so to start off, the best item that I'd recommend to you guys for rotation in Chapter 5 Season 4 is definitely going to be Flowberry Fizz. This has been in the game for quite some time, and if you use it in combination with sprinting and overall movement, it's really going to be really beneficial for you guys throughout the mid, the end game, however and wherever you want to rotate. This will be a very helpful item. You guys can combine this with building up onto high ground and then using sprinting and overall movement to jump long and far distances. It's also really good for your health because it does give you shield, and it also has a lot more uses than a lot of the rest of the mobility on this map. It has 20 uses to be exact. Now Flowberry Fizz, in my opinion, is the one item that every single duo should be carrying. If you're playing solos, you should also try to carry it as well. That should be your primary shield and mobility item, and I really think it's solid for every single player and every single game mode. Now guys, the second item is going to be Flowberries. Now this is going to be used the same way as Fizz, but a lot easier to use. Simply because you guys can stack them, you can pop them, you can use them as shield, you can use them as movement, and they also are really beneficial because they take up only one slot and you guys can stack so many of them. Now obviously it doesn't have the same amount of uses as the Fizz. However, in my opinion, it's still a really important thing to use for rotation. Flowberries, once again, can be used in combination with your movement abilities, with high ground abilities, whatever it is. They are very useful, and they're pretty much used in the same exact way that Fizz is. They just happen to be another item that you guys can get if you don't have Fizz. Now guys, the next item is going to be a new Chapter 5 Season 4 item. This is going to be War Machine's Hover Jets. These are really going to be good in combination with Fizz or Flowberries. I see a lot of pro players, especially people like Mongrel, Ryzen, all of the NA pros, they're using this item with Flowberry and Flowberry Fizz. And basically you're going to be able to rotate and move very quickly. Also, if you guys utilize the boost on War Machine's Hover Jets, they are really great if you utilize that, and it's going to help you get to places a lot quicker. However, they are not as great for endgame due to their rigid motion. It's easy to get beamed and shot if you guys are using this item, but they're definitely better for the mid-game rotation and also W keying. Once again, I'd really recommend the War Machine's Hover Jets. They're an extremely good mobility item. Now guys, the next method of rotation isn't even going to be an item, it's going to be the water in the underworld. As you guys know, this does give you 3 dash effects. In my opinion, this is going to be the most useful strategy for rotating. If you guys can rotate over to that biome, use it during mid game. If you guys are in the end game and the end game zone is in this biome, consider that as well. And then also something that you guys can really do that really works a lot for a lot of pros, you guys can easily rotate over to the underworld biome, get in the water, get those 3 dash effects, and then save them throughout the rest of the game. Don't use them and save them for the end game. It gives you pretty much 3 free rotations in any given zone. It also negates fall damage, so that's a crucial aspect of rotation that I think you guys should really take advantage of. And once again, it allows for an easy and an efficient rotation. And like I said, if the endgame zone is in the underworld biome, you guys can use that as well. Now guys, the last couple of rotation items that I'd recommend to you all are going to be miscellaneous. This is going to be, for example, the large Doom Volcano that you guys can rotate with throughout the early and the mid game. So guys, the large Doom Volcano tunnel is a great way to rotate around the map if you guys are near it, especially for the early and the mid game. I think it's a really solid way to rotate if you guys can get it. On top of that, permanent launch pads are also really good. Be sure to utilize those. Those are going to be scattered around the map. You guys can use them really easily. And then once again, nitro rings are also still in the game. They don't give you the nitro effect as that has been vaulted. However, I seriously would recommend them if you guys are trying to rotate out throughout the mid game. And in general, that's pretty much going to be all the rotation methods for you guys this season. I hope you all enjoyed this video, and if you did, please drop a like and subscribe to the channel down below. But that is about it for this video, guys. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye, guys.